Fathers and Sons. Written and read by Richard Madeley. I was 21 when my father died, suddenly and with no warning to anyone but himself. A few twinges in his chest which he put down to a hurried breakfast, or strained muscles from a weekend spent vigorously forking the rosebeds. His last morning on earth was spent prosaically at the office. By lunchtime, the symptoms of coronary thrombosis must have been unmistakable, because Dad did what many men are strangely compelled to do when their hearts give notice of imminent convulsion. He headed for home. He managed to drive himself to his front door, fumbled desperately with the key, staggered inside, and collapsed into my appalled mother's arms. He had 3 minutes to live. Mum settled him on a sofa. She called an ambulance and rushed upstairs for blankets. When she got back to him, he was now struggling to breathe, but, ever the journalist, managed to gasp, "My expenses from last week. They're in the glove box." My mother urged him to lie still and wrapped her arms around him. This was to prompt my father's last words. No last pearl of wisdom, no sweeping but pithy summary of 49 years of existence. "Do you have to lean on me so bloody hard?" he gasped, before his life winked out with the sudden totality of a power cut. The light of my mother's life had been snapped off with a querulous rebuke. Like most sudden deaths, my father's triggered multiple impacts. My mother now faced the prospect of completely rebuilding her life. My sister and I had to face up to the prospect of a future without a father's guidance and love. Even in the depths of our grief, I think we all knew deep down that we would adjust, absorb this shattering blow, and adapt. But for one member of the family, this would be quite impossible. For this person, the death of Christopher Madeley, on the afternoon of 8th of August, 1977, would shroud what remained of his own life in speechless sorrow. That person was my grandfather. Geoffrey Madeley, my father's father, never recovered from the loss of his youngest son, a son that he never once told he loved. Geoffrey, Christopher, Richard, and Jack, fathers and sons, 4 generations strung together like beads on the twisting double helix of their shared DNA. Utterly unalike when regarded from some angles, almost clone-like in their similarity when viewed from others. Climbers roped together through space and time, mostly barely conscious of distant twitches on the line, but sometimes pulled up sharp by a sudden, unmistakable tug from the past. The story you're about to hear spans a century, from 1907 to the present day. 100 years of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?